Audrey, how can I distinguish Kuhuma and Styx females? Lions are the same in wild. If you look at them a lot more south, I mean, are very same. But color of the lions are a little bit different. As far as Styx Pride, the colors are a little bit more, is more like yellowish, reddish in color. Is how I can identify them. The other one, the little bit more yellowish, brown light in color, and condition itself are not the same. And some of the female here, they're very much distinguished by, it could be the ears and the head. One of the female here, as far as you know, the front leg is a little bit skewed. You can get to see them, and the size of themselves, height are not the same. The other lions are a little bit smaller, and the other one a little bit big, head-wise, and other thing that you can really distinguish them by look at the color, but look at the ears. If there's any torn ears, you can know them by that way. And how many females there, how many sub-adults, you tend to know all of this, and you know all the characteristics. How can you identify them? Which one is like this, which one like this? One of the female here, once before, has been attacked by hyenas. He's limping with the back leg. Even now, doesn't have problem, but the way he walks, you can see that is still showing that he's been in an accident before. So it's how can you get to see them? How can you know them easy on that way? And you have to be with them for a while to know them in colors, or whatever I'm saying. If it's your first time to get to see them, if you look at them, they will be all the same. So thank you very much, Audrey, for your question. Is how can I identify myself this part of lions?
Moving slightly westward.
Okay, the question comes from Christine, wants to know with Mapoko enlarging the territory is going to affect the youngster when it comes to diversity of territories and genetic so on. But what's going to happen with the Mapoko? They're all 6 males. Is not going to be risk on the female because 6 of them all in total begin to rotate on mating. You might find a female this year, it will mate with this male. Other year, it will mate with the other one. So the genetic issue itself, the blood itself, is not going to affect the youngster. It's going to be, there's no risk at all. Which means into the area, having a Mapoko males, it means we'll have large population of the lions into the area because there will be no limitation from other lions into the area, enter into the area, try to kill the cubs because is a large number of the male itself. They're going to protect the youngster. And each and every male, 2 cohesion of male, will never ever interested to risk going for the 6 males. They know that they're going to be killed. So what's going to happen into the area? We're going to see a lot of males around in our area. So let me cut that. Look at that female doing that. That is sign of showing ready. If you look at all the females that went there, it to sharpen the cloth and get ready. It's one of the things that they do to activate the body and make sure they're up in hunting, they're ready on hunt. Anything that will come along will be up because the body will be activated and the claw is being sharpened. So it's making sure the weapons is ready to shoot. Like you lubricating your gun and put all and everything is what the lion doing there, is to make sure everything is ready to go and hunt. Back to the question again. Yeah, it will be high population of the lions into the area until the Mapoko males get killed. On the genetic issue itself, same blood, it will never ever happen because in 6 more they might rotate on mating. This year it will mate with the other male and the other it will mate with another male. So it will be like this. Unless if it's one male mating and the rest are not able to mate, then it will be a problem for the female itself. But at the stage of 6 more, I don't think any risk on the youngster itself. It will be the high density of lions into the area. It means that although Morocco they're having a big large area that they operate, so cubs it will be a lot more safe. It won't be a problem at all. You will be ahead of us. So it's very interesting. Look like this part of lions are moving, and I believe we have answered question. Although I could be something that left behind, but very interesting here. Lions are moving, and we have to a little bit focusing on them and give more details why they're moving, what they're doing. It's very interesting what they're doing. It's very amazing. If the lion move, as you can see, all of them, they follow one another using the black tip behind the ears. That is a following mechanism. When they hunt, communication, they don't vocalize, they use ears and signs that is something ahead, but the ears moving back and forth, it will mean something is how they communicate. They're very, very late, as you can see there. Definitely today they might make a kill around in the area, and it's very early like this. All of them they're getting moving now, trying to hunt. As I said earlier on, these lions, when it comes to hunting, they're a lot more active. So we have to stay with them, then we get to see what's going to happen. Unless the vehicles start to flock into the area, we'll have to drive out. But I'm very keen for us to stay with the line. It might be our first time to see a kill in front of our vehicle. You never know. I know these pride are very, very, very curious on hunting. What is showing there is it's a follow me mechanism, which lion they use the most when it comes to hunting. It looks like two of them are still ahead. The leader when it comes to hunting, they're always the one that's up in front, and they're doing the job there. They're focusing, listening most of the time what is moving into the area, and the rest, as they're here, buffalo moving into the riverbed, they will signal one another and they will take for